Hi there and welcome to Go on Shaw TV. I'm Christy Pick. Well, Leanne and I were up at crazy o'clock today so that we could take part in one of our favorite Stampede activities. Of course, it is a pancake breakfast. We've got our coffee in hand. And on today's show, we're going to be hanging out here at the breakfast, talking to some people about their favorite Stampede activities, as well as catching up with our brand new Medicine Hat royalty. We have all that and so much more here on Go. Well, it is Stampede time here in Medicine Hat, and that means sausages, pancakes, and coffee, as well as royalty. Kicking things off on today's show, let's find out a little bit more about the Medicine Hat Queen Contest.
For more than 60 years, she has been a symbol of the Medicine Hat exhibition and Stampede, representing our community on a provincial and national stage. With her princess always at her side, the Medicine Hat Stampede Queen acts as an ambassador for a long-standing tradition of honoring Southern Alberta's cowboy heritage. The first young lady named Queen in Medicine Hat was Vera Fleming in 1917 and was Queen of the Carnival. Over the next decades, various queen competitions took place, crowning young women based on popularity. But it wasn't until 1956 that a board of directors formed the Queen program, as we know it today, requiring contestants to have horsemanship skills, a pleasant personality, poise, and strong public speaking abilities, things also fine-tuned during the royalty's reign.
It really teaches them how to be ambassadors and how to public speak and how to, it certainly grows them as young individuals.
Falling in line with Miss Rodeo Canada rules, 2 girls are crowned each year, a queen and princess. They travel and promote Medicine Hat's annual Stampede and take part in various local charity programs.
These young ladies do thousands of volunteer hours every year. They travel all year, so their traveling is not only during summer, during Stampede, although they do go to numerous rodeos. They go to a number of rodeos out of town. They ride in many parades. They just got back from Calgary. They just got back from Airdrie. They were in Leader, Sundre, and so they really get an opportunity to represent Medicine Hat, not only at provincial level, but they got an opportunity to go to CFR in Edmonton and really represent Medicine Hat on a national level as well. I think it's really important for these young ladies to be horsewomen and to be able to represent the Stampede as horsewomen. And some of these young ladies are incredible horsewomen. So I just believe that that's a great connection to the Stampede and great opportunity for the city.
Over its history, Medicine Hat has had 6 young women go on to be crowned Miss Rodeo Canada, including the mom of this year's Medicine Hat Stampede Queen.
I was talking to Laura and she said we are the first mother-daughter to be queen, and that in itself is such an honor. I know my mom would have been just as happy for me if I got princess or didn't get crowned tonight. She was very proud of me and how my week went, and that in itself is just amazing that my mom was so supportive of me whether I wanted to run or not.
Our 2015 Stampede Queen, Allie Mullen, will now be the next local gal to enter the Miss Rodeo Canada race.
The competition at the Miss Rodeo Canada pageant is very similar to the competition we have here at Medicine Hat. We do a pretty good job of putting on the whole competition week here. The girls are really put through the paces to make sure that we get the right ones picked out, and so I've already got the experience here at Medicine Hat to carry forward to the Miss Rodeo Canada competition.
More than 90 young women have held the title of Medicine Hat royalty over the years, and in doing so, Rhonda says they've created a special tradition that only carries on thanks to the support of the community. For Go on Shaw TV, I'm Leanne Evans. Well, welcome back to the show. We just looked back at some of the history of the Queen Contest, and now I'm joined by the 2016 royalty. Thank you so much for joining me, girls.
Thank you for having us today.
All right, so things have probably sunk in a little bit since you have been crowned. How has it been going over the last few weeks?
Well, it's definitely been a whirlwind experience. You know, we had an awesome competition week, and then on the Saturday night, me and Keely got crowned, and that was just that bubbly feeling. It was awesome, and now we're just getting our toes dipped into it. We had an awesome first week, and now we get to kick it off with our own personal rodeo, and that's so exciting for us.
All right, so what have you been doing in the meantime?
Well, we were just at Maple Creek Pro Rodeo on Friday, and we contributed in the parade as well. And then we've been going down to different locations in the past couple of days, having some more pancake breakfast and just spending time with the locals.
All right, so how has it been feeling, stepping out into the city with your crowns on and, being the royalty for our city?
It's definitely a different experience. Our first rodeo with Maple Creek, hearing our names, the Medicine Hat Exhibition Stampede Queen and Princess, Brittany Kamistik and Keely Jogopol, that was a pretty cool feeling to hear, and we're just getting used to hearing our names like that, and we keep laughing at each other that, all these people are looking at us. We're like, oh yeah, we have crowns on our heads. we kind of forget about that sometimes, and that's pretty cool for us, considering I think both of us looked up to the rodeo queens when we were younger, and now for us to be that role model is so cool and such an honor.
All right, so fairly busy week with the Stampede. What's in store for you girls?
Well, we've got lots of good things going on for the next couple of weeks, but our big thing, we've got our Stampede royalties visiting coming tomorrow. We've got our parades, rodeos, night shows every night, so I really encourage everyone to come out to our night shows and rodeo performances. They are definitely a blast.
All right, so what are you most looking forward to this year?
Oh, that's a tough one. There's so many opportunities that we will get to experience within the next year that I don't even think I can pick one. Just being crowned has been an honor, and just the whole year, you can't explain it. So,
okay, well, we want to take a look back at the night that you were crowned and the whole competition. Let's take a look.
I wanted a jaw drop. You never know how competition's gonna go. We had 3 amazing ladies this year. I'll bet you the tallies were so close on who became queen and princess, and you always hope it's gonna be your name, but you never really know, and I just happened to have a really good week, and we all did fantastic, and it was, the feeling, you get that warm tingly feeling. It was awesome. I loved it.
I'm so honored to be able to represent Medicine Hat as the 2016 princess, and I wouldn't change it. This coming year, I will be returning to Medicine Hat College. I've been accepted into the nursing program, so I'll be going to that in the fall. My first year at Medicine Hat College, I was in the university transfer science program, working on a science degree, so a lot of those classes are going to transfer over, so I should have a pretty easy course load for the first year of nursing, so I'm pretty excited. Going to be starting to prepare for heading back to school at Medicine Hat College in September. I'm going to be going into my second year of the visual communications program there, which I'm really looking forward to. And then in November, I'm going to head up to Edmonton and compete at the Canadian Finals Rodeo in the Miss Rodeo Canada competition. So that's something that's pretty exciting for me, and I'm really looking forward to doing all the preparation for that one.
Well, welcome back to the show. Again, we're down at one of the Stampede Breakfast happening all week here in Medicine Hat. Stampede time. Fabulous time. I wish that you could smell what we were smelling. It is amazing. I'm joined by a couple of the volunteers now, Sarah and Elena, and actually they are from Prince Edward Island. I understand you guys just moved here a couple months ago.
Yep, so in May we moved here and enjoying Alberta ever since.
All right, so not super familiar with Stampede. I understand a good clam bake maybe, but not cowboy stuff.
This is my first time, so this is as many cowboys I have seen in one place, and I am super excited, but a little bit anxious as well.
Okay, so Elena, have you ever been to a rodeo or anything?
No, just like harness racing, never any barrel racing or anything like that.
So do you know what a steer wrestler is, girls?
No.
No idea.
No.
Okay, well, we are going to check out a story now about a steer wrestler to find out what that sport is all about.
It's been said before that fast is good, but accurate is better. Certainly words steer wrestler Zane Hankel can live by when jumping on the back of a 600-pound animal. The Red Cliff, Alberta cowboy grew up on a ranch and has become a household name in the southern Alberta rodeo scene. But it almost didn't end up that way. In high school, he split his love of sport between team roping and hockey.
Made the Bantam AAA team in grade 10. And they gave me the option either to play hockey or rodeo. They didn't want both, so I decided to go rodeoing. And high school rodeo and made the high school finals 2 years in a row.
From there, Zane earned a full scholarship to attend college in Texas, where his dedication to the sport really started to shine.
Pursued a junior college degree for 3 years, and then decided to go professionally down there in 2008. And I rode down there for 3 years, and come up here in 2009, made the Canadian finals in 2009. With a couple of my Texas friends that I travel with. When I first started, got into the whole rodeo scene, I just used to team rope. And I used to watch a lot of steer wrestling and thought it was cool and it looked exciting. You know, you're going fast, jumping off a horse, getting a hold of a 550, 600-pound animal by the horns and laying them over. It just looked fun. And
it was one of Zane's team roping partners, Blair Stroh, who got the young cowboy off the sidelines and into the steer wrestling arena.
He actually helped me get started doing it and put a broomstick over his shoulders and was teaching me how to get off the horse onto him and then run some steers in, and I tried it and I just took a love into it, and I loved it a lot more than team roping. It was a lot more excitement, you know, more adrenaline. Things are going fast when you're doing that. You know, we don't get rich doing it. It costs a lot of money to rodeo, and there's no other feeling like it in the world. It's a great sport. It's just a big family. We all support each other, and it's just a completely different lifestyle than any other sport around.
For Go on Shaw TV, I'm Christy Peck.
Well, welcome back to the show. Now, one of my favorite things about the Stampede and going to Pancake Breakfast is getting my face painted. It brings me back to my childhood. I'm here with Michelle. Thank you so much for joining us today.
My pleasure.
All right, so how long have you been doing this for?
About 6 years.
All right, what is your favorite thing to paint on people's faces?
Simple. I like to keep it simple because I'm not a professional. I just like to do it because I like to do it. And the kids are happy with whatever you do. They really are.
So what is the biggest thing that people come in and ask for?
The little boys want superheroes. The girls want, I've done Hello Kitty I don't know how many times. And just bright colors.
Lots of colors. Okay, so what are we going to be doing on my face today?
We are going to be doing a simple white swirl. And what is your favorite color?
Ooh, that's tough. I like pink, purple, and blue.
Okay, we got that covered. All right, shall we begin?
Right. Yes, let's begin. All right, while I get my face painted, we're going to go to a story about another favorite of mine. It's in the rodeo. It's about a bullfighter.
From the outside looking in, it's a little bit on the insane side, but if you break down the simplicity of it, it's probably one of the most purest sports there is. It's actually man versus beast.
The sport Scott is referring to, and the one he lives for, is bullfighting. Stepping into the ring with a 2,000-pound raging animal, Scott says the sport is not for the faint at heart.
There's no holds barred. There's no one to break you up if something goes wrong.
The Medicine Hat cowboy spends his days here, on a ranch just south of the city, running 400 head of cattle. But the country way of life isn't something that runs in his family.
My brother's a pipe fitter. My stepdad owns an oil field company. Yeah, I'm definitely the black sheep of the family.
Despite that, though, Scott says he knew he was meant to spend his days away from the city and among cattle.
I wanted to ride bulls, but I was getting really tall, and I kind of thought maybe I'd be a little too tall. And then My stepdad actually told me I wasn't allowed to because he didn't want me to pay to compete. He thought that was the goofiest thing he'd ever heard of. So he said, if you find a job in a rodeo that pays every day, he'll support me. And that's actually where I found it. I started looking around and found a bullfighting school to go to.
Fast forward a decade of professional bullfighting, and Scott says he's now considered one of the older guys on the circuit, hitting up about 15 rodeos a year and another 10 bull ridings. He also runs a bullfighting school in Stettler each winter for those coming up the ranks. Now, for some rodeo newcomers, there may be some confusion between a bullfighter and a rodeo clown. And while they are both there to help keep the cowboys safe, Scott says the bullfighters are the ones to get the bull back under control.
I use his body against him to get around him. They can't turn as sharp as I can, but they can run faster. Four legs can always outrun two. So I use his size and mass against him to get around him and maneuver him to do what I need to get done, and that is divert his attention from the cowboy and keep myself safe.
Back on the ranch, Scott uses his skills from the arena to check on the cattle each day, ensuring they're healthy and well cared for.
I can walk through a set of cows and not have them get up from laying down because I understand how to sneak around them. And it's the exact same with a bull that is looking to hook me. I can sneak around him to where he can't find me and then just pop up and show up and get his attention. To me, being around livestock isn't really a job. It's something I'm passionate about. It's something I do every day of my life, either with cattle or bullfighting, and it's something I see myself doing until my body isn't capable to do, as far as the bullfighting or even the being a cowboy. It's kind of just a lifestyle that I've molded for myself, and it's worked out quite well for me because I never go to work. I like to tell people.
For Go on Shaw TV, I'm Christy Peck.
Well, that is it for our program today. Pretty good day for us here.
Yeah, I had so much fun here at the Pancake Breakfast. I got a lovely face tattoo. Just kidding, you know what? Yeah. You know, one of my favorite things is getting to visit a little bit of my childhood, and, you know, because I love going to the Stampede as a kid and get to do it as an adult as well. So
absolutely, and just enjoying everything about the fairgrounds and seeing the people and being out in the community. It's an exciting time of year in Medicine Hat, just celebrating our heritage and everything to Stampede. But for now, I think it's time to eat.
We've been smelling these all mornings. It's our turn to eat.
Absolutely. So we'll see you next time here on Go. Dress today.
I'm still waking up, so we'll see how this goes.
I love new.
Just saw
They have an accent, and her name is even, like, where are you from? New Brunswick?
PEI, Prince Edward Island.
Their name is PEI. I love it.
Is it recording?
It totally is.
I'm Lisa